David, from your vantage point and experience and expertise, and you're seeing changing continuously over time through, again, your experience, where do you speculate? We understand that we're getting a little bit outside of the range of clear, concise answers, but where do you speculate the future of the telecommunication hub qualifications? That's actually a sentence. Is headed here in New York City?
So from an adjective point of view, so the qualities that I think need to be associated with telecom. At the top of the list, I think, is resilience, and I think part of that has to do with a little bit of throwing yourself on the sword. And I'm speaking, about one particular vendor that had a problem during Sandy. I think there's a little bit of that, and I think there needs to be a view from an end user point of or vantage, which it would be, okay, so what's, to your point, Rob, so what's the 10-year plan now? So we do have, we have facilities in Brooklyn also, and they seem to be fine, but it's literally right over, I don't know the name of the bay there, the East River and the Hudson River connect, and I don't think anybody does, by the way. But so maybe we're within that quality zone that exists for connectivity. But I think that more and more what you're going to see, and so let me give you a 2-second business continuity lesson. BCM 1.0 was right after 9/11, which everybody said, wow, we've got to go put black boxes all over the United States. We have to have this redundancy, and so firms did it. And then 2.0 was right around the 2004 to 2007 timeframe, and people said, oh, we got to move people around the United States because of the pandemics, and everybody got caught up in that, and we did that. So then we found out during Sandy, we moved black boxes and we moved people, but we didn't necessarily move the people that support the black boxes. So you're having some of this now. Now the next version, which is the 4.0 version of business continuity, is going to incorporate a lot of vendor management. We're seeing some draft regulations now. So you're going to see, guys who run vendor risk programs in a lot of the financial firms trying to sit down with Verizon and saying, hey, tell me what the next 10 years looks like. Because if I'm going to go into a building, in a geography, back into Manhattan or move in Manhattan, I want to know exactly how resilient you're going to be. So you change to glass instead of copper, along the seaboard there. That's fantastic. How far is it up? Are you above? Are you above 34th Street now? What's the maintenance plan for it? But I think you're going to see a lot of that from the financial sector over the next 4 to 5 years.
Interesting. And Frank, you've talked a little bit about what you believe Manhattan needs to continue to compete on a global basis. What do you speculate is actually going to happen here in the city?
Well, again, being part of that, carrier's carry niche, which we are now today, we've come a long way. We're the internet guys, we historically were wearing flip-flops and shorts, and now all of a sudden we find ourselves going to that type of event, so we figure we at least should dress up with a polo shirt. And that environment is changing. That internet that we've seen years ago,
Just want to check for flip-flops.
No flip-flops. I even left my sneakers in the hotel room. So, I do believe we have a bright future. So the underlying foundation is there. We got the carrier hotels, companies like Telecom that historically have been in facilities like 60 Hudson, and they've kind of outgrown their space. They found new places to grow, like 32 Avenue of the Americas. We see that there is a window of opportunity for maybe new carrier hotels such as 325 Hudson. So the space is there, the connectivity is growing in those spaces, so it gives customers a choice. Having that competition in place, keeps pricing low. For the carrier's carry niche, power pricing, which is a bit of an issue in Manhattan compared to pricing in New Jersey and maybe upstate New York, doesn't matter too much to our little niche, because typically those carriers whether it's someone like China Telecom or Deutsche Telekom. They're not huge consumers of power. So again, we at DKIX, we believe we're in the right market. So this is our proof of concept in a developed market outside of our home turf, where we've been pretty successful. Very, very different market from Dubai, obviously. And we arrived here because we do see the opportunity. We do see there's something that we can help fixing. That's great. We'll do our little piece. If all the other stakeholders do their little piece, I believe there's no reason why New York shouldn't be one of the major internet hubs on that planet, and we're committed to build one of the world's 5 largest internet exchanges here in New York by the year 2020.